Friends and family are remembering the 3 members of a Greenwood family tonight killed in a tragic accident on I-65 in Tippecanoe County.
Jill Buck and her 2 young boys were returning home from Chicago on Friday when they were hit from behind by a semi. This was outside of Lafayette. And what followed was a chain reaction and then a freeway inferno.
The people who knew the family tell Eyewitness News reporter Mary Mills that they're not focusing on the way the mother and her 2 sons died, but on the joy that they brought the community.
She had the capacity to love and give of herself that is truly off the chart.
Kim Sharp was Jill Buck's best friend.
So dedicated to her children, crazy in love with her husband, with Paul. She had friends, she had the church, she had her career in optometry.
Sharp and others here at the church, now full of flowers, want people to remember not how Jill and her 2 sons, Aiden and Branson, died, but how they lived.
It's a celebration of 3 wonderful lives, well lived.
The Bucks were, they weren't just a normal family, like they were a incredibly awesome family. They really lived out their faith.
Gary DeBoard is the child pastor at Community Church of Greenwood.
Branson was, I would just say he's so incredibly full of life. Like, he had Down syndrome, but he didn't even know it. Like, it didn't matter to Branson.
He says Branson adored Aiden, and Aiden always looked out for him.
Aiden understood that Branson needed a little more than a typical brother did, and he somehow just instinctively gave that to his brother.
You know, I love Paul. I admire him tremendously, his love, his devotion to his family, and his faith.
Jason Gallman, a pastor here, is also a close friend of Paul Buck's.
You know, even in the midst of all this, he's had some laughter, he's looked out for other people, and just asked that people would continue to pray for the family.
Sharp, who's delivering the eulogy, says Jill leaves behind an incredible legacy.
That beautiful heart, the selflessness, the thoughtfulness, the passion, the giving.
She says it lives on in Jill's husband, her other 3 children, and everyone who knew and loved her, which is why this church is expected to be packed tonight. In Greenwood, Mary Mills, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.